Hi everybody, this is Sanar. You guys are learning C Sharp in this course. We are learning operators in programming. In the last lecture, we talked about arithmetic assignment operators. Let's move on. In this lecture, we will learn another set of operator which is called increment or decrement by 1. Increment or decrement by 1 are actually counters, increment counter or decrement counter. They are used to increase or decrease the value in a variable by 1, exactly by 1. So let's now see how do we code them, how do they work, and what are the different ways to deal with them. Both the operators have their own sign. For increment, we use 2 consecutive plus sign, and for decrement, we use 2 consecutive minus signs. So these were the signs for increment or decrement. Now let's say I have a variable named counter with value 10, and I want to increase the value 10 in the variable exactly by 1, so I can apply increment operator to it like this. So the value in the counter is now increased by 1. If I print this variable out in the console, you will see alignment in the output. Now you see 11, right? The values change, values increased. If I want to increase again by 1, so I will repeat the statement like this, from 11 to 12, 13, and 14, right? So after increasing the value 4 times by 1, I will get 14 in the output. And so you see the 14, right? The decrement works exactly the same, except it decreases the value by 1. So to the same variable counter, we can now apply decrement. And once again, counter had the value 14, and now after the decrement, it will become 13, and now 12. So the final value in the counter is now 12. Let's check it out. And now you can see the value 12, right? So these are increment and decrement operators. And you'll see them controlling the loops, especially the for loop later on in our coming lectures. Now, if you remember our previous lecture, in the previous lecture, we learned arithmetic assignment operators. Don't you see this increment or decrement is actually the short form of arithmetic assignment. For example, this decrement can also be written like, and this increment can also be written like. So these two statements with assignment and with operator are exactly the same, and these two are exactly the same. But in this case, we have the opportunity to change the incremented value. So you can have a different value to update your variable using arithmetic assignment. But in this case, when you use increment or decrement operator, the value is increased or decreased only by 1. Otherwise, both the operators do the same thing. They update a value in a variable and then reassign the updated value to the same variable. Let's now move on to the problematic use of increment and decrement. This one is important to understand. When you apply increment or decrement to a variable which is involved in assignment or in any calculation, then you need to be careful about 2 aspects. Number 1 is postfix and number 2 is prefix. So what are these 2 aspects? Increment and decrement can be applied before and after. For example, at the start, I applied increment after. This is called postfix. I can also apply it before, and this is called prefix use of increment operator. So this post and prefix use of increment and decrement needs to be understood, because you won't always get the same or the right result if the variable is involved in the assignment or in the calculation. So let's check out a couple of scenarios. In a program, I have a variable named attempts with value 3 and another variable named user attempt, which is 0 from the beginning. And now I will assign total number of attempts to the user like this, and I will print a message to the user. So we have 3 number of attempts, and in the beginning, user have all the attempts, right? Let me show you the output. Now you can see you have 3 attempts left. Now let's say in the program, user has made an attempt, so I want to decrease this attempt variable by 1, right? So I'm going to copy piece of code and will apply minus to it, right? I want to decrease the value by 1. Simple as that, right? Now, what do you think? What will be the output of this statement? 2 or 3? Let's check it out. Something is weird. As you can see here, users still have 3 attempts left. Despite that, we are applying decrement here, and we're still not getting the right result. This is because of 2 reasons. The reason number 1 is this variable is involved in assignment. The value of this variable is going to assign to this one. And the reason number 2 is we are using postfix decrement. Now what will happen, our compiler gonna translate this line of code from left to right, and at this stage our compiler will say this is an assignment, and then it will investigate further to the right. Is there something that can be assigned? Yes, there is a variable with a value that can be assigned. So our compiler immediately assigned the value before executing the decrement on the value. So the value is assigned first and the decrement is applied after. So the decrement is actually performed to our attempt variable after the assignment. We can investigate the attempt variable in the console and you will see the value 2. You can see the value in the attempt variable. It is decreased by 1, right? So to fix this issue, you can use prefix instead of postfix, like this. Now our compiler will see the assignment, and right after the assignment, it will find decrement. So it will apply decrement to the value, and then the value is assigned. Now you will see the right result here. Let me show you in the output. Now you can see the user had 3 attempts, and now he has 2 attempts, right? And the same will happen if you apply increment or decrement on a variable which is used in an equation or calculation. So let me give you one large example. Let's say we have 3 variables. Here we have 3 variables with value 10 each, and here we have an equation, right? So I'm adding these variables. So what do you think? What would be the sum? Can you guess? Would it be 30 or 33? The output would be 30, not 33. And now you know the reason. How can we make it to 33? I'll leave it on you, right? So that was all about increment, decrement operators. And don't forget the postfix and prefix use of increment and decrement. I will see you in the next lecture. Thanks for watching.